How you doing, guys? If you're looking for a complete lighting system for hill walking and camping, then stick around and I'll show you why this Petzl system that I've been using for over 6 years now is just absolutely the best. And it comprises of the Petzl Actik core head torch and also the Petzl Noctilight. It's just, these two things just work absolutely brilliantly, and for all round hill walking and camping, you cannot go wrong with these, and I will not be changing this system anytime soon. So like I say, this is the Petzl Actik core head torch. When I was looking for a head torch all those years ago, the thing that drew me towards this was the core system. Inside this head torch, you have a lithium ion battery, a 1250 milliamp lithium ion battery. Easy enough to pull out. It's got a micro USB charging slot on there, so you can recharge this from power banks and also from things like I've got a solar panel, so you can recharge the battery from there. I'll come on to how long it lasts when we go through the lumens. Also, if you're ever stuck somewhere, you can't get this charged, but if you get to a shop or something, you can use three AAA batteries, and that also gives you the same amount of life, or a bit more life than this battery pack. But like I say, I love this whole system that you can just recharge this and it just keeps going. It just keeps the weight down in terms of having to carry extra batteries, which you'll end up just tossing away. Landfill, eco-friendliness, all that kind of good stuff. The battery simply slots in, you clip it back together and you're good to go. I mean, it cannot be any simpler than that. It's absolutely brilliant. Other features about the head torch is, has a little bit of the general angle, so when you've got it in your head, you can have it pointing down, pointing up towards like that, just more ahead of you. The newer version is a different shape, and I've seen videos on it, and it can do a full 180 rotation from facing straight down to straight up. I have not yet found or believe I've seen a use for why I would have to have the head torch facing directly up or directly below me. So this, for me, still just this little angling to cover your feet works absolutely fine. As with all, you've got a normal stretchy headband which can be adjusted, and the clip on this one also features a whistle. So if you're ever needing, if you've lost your own whistle or you need that there, it's something you don't think about carrying, they've already built that in there into the head torch for you. And on the side, you've also got the what's it called, the Morse code symbols for SOS. So if you're ever in that kind of state and you have to signal SOS on the whistle, then it's printed on the side there, and it shows you that it's 3 short blasts, 3 longer blasts and 3 short blasts, and that's the Morse code for SOS. So it's just another wee thing that you can add on, or that they've added on, and it's lovely and it works. The 3 settings for the light itself, they are a low, a medium and a high if you want. The low setting is 5 lumens. 5 lumens covers an area of about 4 or 5 meters according to the specs, but that's for looking into like your rucksack or just a general area if you're in the tent, something like that. It's not going to illuminate the full ground in front of you for hill walking, so that would be just general use. At 5 lumens, it runs for about 160 hours, which is about 6.5 days worth of light. So if you were to use it just on the low setting, you could get away with multi-day use of this head torch. The medium setting is where I use it most, and that is at 100 lumens. And at 100 lumens, you can run this for a fully charged battery for about 7 hours. Now the 100 lumens gives you a throw of about 50 meters worth of light, but I found it's perfect for nighttime walking, and it covers the ground in front of you adequately that you can see immediately around you, and you can see that you're not going to trip off of something, you're not going to fall off the edge of a cliff, things like that. It just absolutely works brilliantly. I mean, and that's exactly the reason I use this, for something it just works so simple, it's not technical, nothing like that, and it does what it says. The maximum output is 350 lumens. I have used this a couple of times, but on 350 lumens you're going to get about 2 hours worth of battery life out of this. I've used it when I've been going through woods at nights, things like that, coming off the top of a hill, just that wee bit of extra reassurance if you're coming down a gradient. I could think of things like the Merrick. I was coming down a bit of a gradient through the woods, and I put on the full lumens just so that I had a more awareness of where the riverbed and the trenches and things like that were, so that I didn't come a cropper. But yeah, I wouldn't be using it full lumens for anything. I mean, you can use it if you're out searching for somebody or something like that, but like say, you'll only get 2 hours maximum use from a fully charged battery. It also has a red light setting. So the red light setting has a continual red light, and for anybody that isn't aware, red light doesn't affect your night vision. So if you're, for whatever reason, navigating at night and you want to use just your eyes, or a kind of tactical situation, things like that, I'm past my tactical situation days, I believe. But then they've got a red light setting. So basically turn on the head torch, it just goes into red light, and you can illuminate the area, do what you're doing, but it doesn't actually affect your night vision, your own physical night vision. The second red light setting is a red light strobe. Now, combining that with the Noctilight, which we'll come on to in a wee minute, if you put it into the Noctilight and use the diffuser, it becomes a kind of a beacon. So the other scenario I've thought that could be useful is if you are you've came a cropper, you're waiting for medical help, or you're helping someone and you want to put a beacon out so that mountain rescue has got something to kind of focus on, the strobe is perfect for that. It is visible up to 700 meters according to all the paperwork and all the technical data, and it will run for 400 hours on the red strobe. So that's 16 days, about, give or take. I don't think you'll ever need to have it running for 16 days, but it just shows you there when you put it onto the red strobe, and if you were sitting it down somewhere as a beacon, as an icon for something, for somebody to focus on, you could leave it there and you'd be happy to leave it for a couple of hours knowing that it's not going to run out. Like I say, coming on to the Noctilight, this is the second part of the system. This was something I made as a secondary purchase on top of the head torch when I found out about this, and the combination just works absolutely brilliantly. This doubles up as a carrying case. So get your head torch as per, simply slot it in, fold up the headband, tuck that underneath, zip it, and there you go. You've now got your head torch in a carrying case. But the carrying case also allows you to get to the buttons, so you can use it as the torch. Like I say, this is a case and also a diffuser, so you don't have to carry a separate lantern for when you're in the tent. If you've been out and you know we do all these things where we hang the head torch from the top, we set it in the pockets on the side, we can't try and angle it, and then you get the light just hitting you in the face, things like that. This eliminates all that. On the small setting, turn it off the red, but on the smallest setting, you've got a little bit of light, but again, I always use it on the medium setting. This just gives you that diffused light around the tent, and you can set it in the corner, it lights up the tent brilliantly, you don't have to faff about, and because it's got that flat base, you can sit it there and just sit on the ground if you're on flat ground. If you're more inclined to have it hanging from the top, they've also thought about that. You've got this little elasticated bit of elastic, hooks in there, and you can just simply hang it up on something, or you can thread this through a loop and again hang it up, and that will give you that nice top down light. If you want to sit and read a book or something like that, you just want to chill out, listen to your radio, that's absolutely brilliant. There's absolutely, I could go over other wee bits on it, not many really, because it's such a simple design and it just works. Like I say, I have used this setup for about 7 years now and I have never changed it. I will not be changing it. There is nothing that I have seen in my years before this that has been better. I've had head torches with external batteries. I've had head torches which have got super duper X amount of lumens and super brightness. But this here, for everyday normal hill walking and camping, this is just the absolute perfect setup, and I would recommend anybody to go and look for this system. Like I say, the head torch itself has changed in shape. There is a newer head torch. It's sitting about, when I looked, about £60, and the Noctilight here itself, they are coming in about £15 to £20. So try and get yourself one around about the £15 mark, and you won't go wrong. Like I say, I've had this for so long, it's done me so well, it's never let me down, it's never broke, and I will not be changing or convinced that there's another better headlight system anywhere for normal Hillwalking and camping. I hope you've liked that. I hope it's given you an insight into some of the kit and equipment that you can use, especially a lighting system. I will be doing more reviews on the kit that I've got, that I've used over the years, stuff that's tried and tested. I will always give my honest opinion. If something's not good, I will say it's not good. If something's brilliant, I will say it's brilliant. I must caveat also, I have not been paid to say any of this. I've bought this with my own money, and I just think it works absolutely superbly. But yeah, if you've got any questions or if there's anything I've missed out, then let me know in the comments below and I will answer you. And if anything you want to know about it, where to get it, then again, go Google. I'm not going to put up any affiliate links. Go and get the cheapest one that you can find. And yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, and I will not be changing this setup for a long time.